Adapt, adapt. Everything that has been occurring has been yelling, screaming, and telling you you have to adapt. You have to adapt as a woman in sales. This is critically important for you to increase your sales, to increase your experiences, to be with the kind of clients that actually want to buy what you're selling. You have to adapt. And I want to talk about three very specific ways that you can adapt. Adapting and upgrading yourself, adapting and upselling your products and services, and adapting and up leveling your mind. So get ready because we are going to be talking about you adapting. It's what we do and it's how we do it so we can thrive. So let's start talking about this. We're talking about you adapting as a woman in sales. What is critically important is that everybody is a woman in sales. I don't care what you are, in what kind of business, in what kind of position, you are always selling. You're selling yourself, you're selling your ideas, you're absolutely positively selling your message, your products, your services. And for you to be successful, you have to be willing to move and groove and make sure that you are adapting to the concept and the ideas that you are a woman in sales. This is really important. And so the first thing is to adapt a mindset of, I'm a saleswoman. I'm a professional saleswoman. That's where we start, number one. The second thing that I want to talk about is you upgrading yourself. Upgrading yourself. And that means your perception of yourself, and we'll talk about that in a little while, but also how you're presenting yourself, how you're showing up in your brand, how you're being consistent in showing up so people know what they're going to get no matter what. That means whether you're going on Zoom and to Zoom meetings, or even if you're going to the grocery store, are you living your brand? Are you totally upgrading your brand? Some of you know that I've transformed and changed over the last couple of years. But in addition to that, I've been doing it for decades. Every decade, I have an up leveling of my brand, defining moment to decide, what am I presenting? What am I showing up? How am I showing up? And if you're not adapting, if you're still wearing the same hair that you wore 3 decades, if you're still wearing the same kind of clothes that you wore 2 decades ago, or even a decade ago, how are you upgrading your image? How are you upgrading your brand? And now you might be expecting to sell at a higher rate. You might be expecting to close bigger deals, but if you're not upgrading, yourself and your brand and what you're putting out there, it's hard for you to attract the people that you want in your life. So check yourself out. When was the last time you upgraded your hair? When was the last time you upgraded your colors? When was the last time you upgraded your own clothing? And it doesn't require more money. It requires you looking for resources to help you upgrade. So that's the first thing. The second thing is to upgrade your upsell. That means, do you have a plan written out of, if they buy this, then I could offer them that, I could offer them this, then I could offer them that. What is the funnel that you have them going through? How can you move them from one item that they may love and buy and move them to others? How are you moving that funnel? Because if you are not upgrading your upsells of upselling people, they don't know that you offer more things. They have no clue that you're capable of offering more things. And so you have to make sure that you're always upgrading your upsells, that you're adding a new product, you're adding a new service, you're looking within your organization. What else can I offer? What kind of value can I give the people that I serve? What kind of value add would they love to know? And sometimes it's so simple that we we don't even pay attention to it. We think that it's not important, but to your clients, it's hugely important. So you want to ask, you want to observe, you want to make sure, what else can I offer them so I could sell bigger deals to them? And when I say selling, let me tell you, you're in service. How can I serve my client? How can I serve them so they're better? They can deal with this problem more effectively. They can eradicate the problem if they follow my tips, if they follow my message. Are you thinking about how you're serving, or are you so busy on just selling? Selling and serving, when you put them both together, life is amazing. You have to serve and you have to sell. Open up your business. That's fantastic and that's powerful. And that's called adapting to how they're changing. You absolutely positively want to upgrade your mind. You want to upgrade how you think about yourself. You want to upgrade the affirmations you say to yourself. You want to be able to upgrade how you're speaking to yourself, because what you say to yourself, you actually start believing. It gives you faith and it helps you absolutely adapt with what's going on. So I have a question for all of you. Have you considered what you might have been telling yourself the last 2 years? What is the mantras, the messages, the everyday thoughts that might be going through your head? Have you been caught up in crisis and conflict and challenge and woe is me? It might be so unconscious because you haven't been aware. I want you to really look at what you've been thinking and make sure that you're going to change that to something else that's saying, yes, I got it. Yes, I'm still standing. Yes, I'm still here. You have to upgrade how you're thinking and your mind so that you can receive what you really want to receive and not get caught up in doing the same things that you've done for decades. If you haven't received what you want for decades, what makes you think that the thoughts that you're thinking right now are the thoughts that are going to get you where you want to be? You've got to upgrade your thoughts. You have to upgrade how you think about yourself. You have to upgrade how you're adapting to the new world, to say it with excitement, adventure, ready for the journey, ready for the opportunities, ready to create, ready to present, ready to give, ready to share. That's what you really want to do. So please remember, adapt and be a woman in sales. Make sure that you're adapting to the upgrade, your own personal brand, your own personal presence, to adapt to your upgrade, to make sure that you adapt your sales to an upsell so that people know to sell, and then adapt to leveling up your mind, because your mind is your power. Your power is what generates people to come and be with me. It's critically important. My name is Pegeen and I'm with Power Women Worldwide. I hope that you all join us at Power Women Worldwide. At Power Women Worldwide. Look forward to seeing you next week, next time. Follow, subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Look forward to seeing you again shortly.